Protest is not to be conceived as a manifestation of violence, but rather as a courageous act of confronting ideas that oppress the development of the people. The Museum of Protest arises from a San Miguel Allende which was part of a Mexican fight for independence. It emerges from a city whose people sought to defend their rights 200 years ago, a city that today has a social inequality index higher than the average in Mexico. By generating public space, the Museum of Protest provides a social platform that triggers dialogue that would usually remain unspoken. It is a democratic place that strengthens social bonds by raising critical issues that foster the growth of the community. The museum is divided in 4 different spaces. Each space represents a stage of the protest. The first one detonates something in the people. The second one involves a conspiracy. The third one is the actual protest, and the last one is a resolution. To detonate is something that can trigger an action or process. That's the definition. That is our goal, to make the artist feel uncomfortable in this space by letting an important amount of natural light into the white space, making a different kind of experience mixed with the overwhelming height. The conspiracy is a process in which you know what is happening in the world around you, but the world does not know what you are plotting, and that's our intention, making the artist feel secure and cozy with low ceilings and dark spaces, but as you walk through, you see everything that is happening outside without compromising your secrecy. The protest is an open act for the world to see and hear. The artist is shouting to the world what they are fighting for in a high space in the center of the main plaza, without any kind of protection against the adversities of the weather. Only their will to stand for what they believe. After the protest, the user starts a walk down deep into the layers of the protest itself, emerging right beneath it in a peaceful place with a ray of light in the center. This is the resolution after the protest itself. Here relies the achievement and the promise of a better world. The museum stands for social justice. Its architecture shelters a nucleus of innovative notions that protest against ideas which hinder development and growth. Protest is understood as a fundamental part of the human revolution. It redefines the status quo. We understand that every start has an end. But what we don't understand is that nothing is forever. Why? Isn't that a contradiction? When the only thing that we have to do is observe the world, see that everything is in constant change, that we are in constant change. Even the day you're living is in a constant change, and that day is not going to be like any other day in your life. Everything and everyone is going to die eventually, so why be so sad? The key is understanding that there are no ends in life, only change. A state of permanent change. That is the definition of impermanence. It is a contradiction, you see. The only thing that is really permanent is the change. We give value to things because we keep holding on to them, when the only thing that we have to do is to let go. We live in a world where we don't choose the sex we are born with, the color of our skin, the geographic place of birth, nor the amount of money our family has. Birth is a dice roll, but just because the universe dictates that we are born a certain way, it doesn't mean that you can be subject to discrimination. White skin, blonde hair, money in the family, we have created a world where people want these things. People want them mostly because of what they represent, what they mean in our global society. In truth, we're all the same. We're all humans. We have the same bones, the same blood, the same organs, the same brain. What makes us special do not depend on the carcass we are wearing, but in the kind of person we are. We need to understand that we live in a diverse world, full of colors and ideas. It is the mixture of these ideas what gives life to our society. But understanding the circumstances of our birth doesn't mean that we must live with them. We are free humans, with the power to make our own decisions, with the power to follow our own dreams. We have to accept not only our material body, but also our human mind, and be who we want to be for ourselves, only for ourselves, believing in our own ideals and accepting the ideals of others. We're all the same race, with different colors or different ideas perhaps, but we're all the same, real humans. Imagining a world where what defines you is you.